4 little letters coming together to form a word that most people have pretty mixed feelings about. What word is that?
L is for the way you look at me.
In case you aren't familiar with Nat King Cole's amazing song, Love is the name of the game. I'm SJ Lyon, and this is the Sex Talk. Now, love is probably one of the hardest concepts for us to come to a consensus on. There are a few things that the majority of us can agree upon, however. First, like all other emotions that we experience, it's a chemical reaction that results in physiological sensations. Those sensations are often the butterflies in your stomach, the fluttering of your heart, and or the warm, fuzzy feelings you experience when with someone or something you love. Second, we can all agree that there are different forms of love. You wouldn't consider the love between friends to be the same love experienced between romantic or sexual partners. There are certainly differences, however obvious or subtle. Third, everyone has different feelings about love itself. Some people may have no trouble telling others that they love them, throwing the word around as if it were going out of style, while others are rarely willing to use the word at all. With these 3 things in mind, let's explore the concept of love within a romantic and/or sexual relationship. Considering that everyone has their own idea of what love should be, how do we even begin to talk about it in terms of romantic and sexual relationships? You'll encounter people on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to the relationship between love and sex. There are people that will tell you you should only have sex if you love someone. Then there are others who feel like love and sex don't necessarily have to have anything to do with each other. But if we can't even agree on what love means to us, then how are we supposed to know where we fall on that spectrum? Even exploring the relationship between love and romance doesn't get us a clearer picture. We're taught that romantic gestures, such as giving gifts out of the blue or loud, public proclamations of love, mean that someone really loves us. However, as I'll talk about in my next video on long-term relationships, romantic gestures are much more frequent towards the beginning of a relationship. Just because romantic gestures and romance might fizzle out doesn't mean that people don't love each other. Perhaps one of the best ways to describe what love should be is this: you accept and respect someone for who they are, not what you want them to be or what role you want them to fill in your life. It might sound corny, but it's the idea that love isn't conditional. When someone loves you and you love them, you should feel a sense of being at home. You feel safe with them. You're not worried about impressing anyone or saying exactly the right thing. Love means you can be yourself. I like to think that the shift from lust to love is what marks the potential for a healthy and happy long-term relationship, which is why I choose to discuss it before getting into the differences between short-term and long-term relationships. A lot of people will say you just know when you're in love. I don't necessarily agree with this, because I think love and lust are far too often confused with each other. I do believe that hindsight plays a major role in being able to tell the difference. Sometimes it can take time to understand when the shift occurred. We'll discuss more about the battle between love and lust in the next video on long-term relationships. Until then, I'm SJ Lyon. This has been the Sex Talk on Love, and stay safe, everyone.